Norway, they go into Group I, and they go into position 4.
So we're following this World Cup draw that's going on in Washington as we're getting a sense of which teams will be in which team will be facing off against which teams in which groups. Take a look. Group B has Canada, Switzerland, and now Qatar. The Qatar team ranked 51st, standing by in Vancouver. Let's bring him in once again. He is giving us lots of insights, a soccer expert, soccer journalist, web editor at One Soccer, Alexandre Gangue-Ruzic. Okay, so the takeaways there, Canada, Switzerland, and now Qatar, Alexandre.
Yeah, again, I'm repeating myself from pot 2, but it's another favorable draw from pot 3, especially, man, like off first glance, I see that group of France, Senegal, and Norway. That's the group of death right off the bat. That's a wild group. So for Canada, you look at Switzerland and Qatar by comparison, you're very happy. Qatar, of course, a solid team. They hosted the 22 World Cup and have grown a lot as a footballing country over the last 5 years, but they're still, not quite at the same level as some of those other teams in pot 3. They're still a team that's growing a lot. So I think if you're Canada, you see a real group of opportunity. Of course, we now know Qatar and Switzerland will be the 2 games in Vancouver. We'll now await to see what game will open the tournament in Toronto, but you have to like what you're seeing.
Yeah, you talked about that interesting grouping with France, Norway, and others. The takeaways here, bigger picture, some of the other groupings that you're going to be watching closely and what they mean.
Yeah, I mean, across the board, you look at the other hosts, Mexico with South Korea and South Africa, a favorable draw for them, a bit of a rematch with South Korea from the 2018 World Cup, I think, the U.S. with Australia and Paraguay, a good draw. So all the hosts will be happy. But otherwise, some of the giants like Spain being drawn with Uruguay, that's going to be a very tasty matchup. I'm looking at Germany with Ecuador and Cote d'Ivoire. That's a tough group. So definitely some good fortune for the hosts, and some of the other big nations will face a tough path next summer.
Yeah, and also an opportunity for some lesser-known countries to get a shot at the big leagues.
Oh, exactly. That's one of the big benefits of a 48-team tournament, is that some of these new teams that maybe in past years might have struggled to qualify will get a chance to go to this World Cup. I think we'll see a lot of those teams in pot 4. We did see some of them come out of pot 3, like Uzbekistan. They'll be in a group with Colombia and Portugal, an opportunity to play, 2 giant teams, especially Portugal and all the stars they've got. But in pot 4, we'll see some of those teams such as Jordan, Haiti, some great stories there, Cape Verde. So I'm looking forward to see who they end up with, and perhaps if Canada ends up playing one of those teams in that first game at BMO Field.
Right, and in this next round that's about to get underway, what are you going to be watching for?
Yeah, well, with Canada being drawn with 1 European team, they still have a chance to get one of the UEFA playoff teams, but it's not guaranteed. So the big thing to watch will be if they get one of those teams remaining, like a Jordan or a Cape Verde, who I think would complete a very favorable group, or if you end up with one of those European pathways, which I think would level out the group a little bit and give them a tough opening match.
Yeah, Alexandre Gangue-Ruzic is my guest. He's joining me from Vancouver.